Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakwadash, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the great I am, the great Ali Shaidra, the Most High, the God of God, the King of Kings, and much love to his son, Yahweh Shai, um, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and much love to the elect, the ones among Israel, and the prophets among Israel. And shout out to the Akim and the Aqua that are listening. And much love to the Aqua, the brothers that go to the highways and byways. And they study and they put out videos to the best of their abilities. And much love to the Aqua, the beautiful women that's in the word. And whether you got a man or not, you still fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh. You listen and you learn in silence. Today's title is repentance, and that's very important. And the Bible is the same; it's very constant, and that's the main key right now for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is to get his children spiritually out of here. Get his children spiritually under his wing, and when Yahweh Shai come to glorify his Father on his second coming, then we can physically get out of here. But at first, you got to do everything in the power to allow Yahweh to allow your spirit to leave this place. Don't really contribute into Babylon. Don't really have much faith in this place. Don't trust in the shadow of Egypt. Don't be like the wicked 2/3 that refuse to come back. And right now we're living in the age of light. Speaking of that, my Mobizen is crashing on my tablet, so I would have been able to put out at least one or two videos, but I gotta see how the Mobizen works, see what's going on with it, because every time I put it on video it crashes out now. I don't know, my tablet is pretty old, so it's cool, but I'm gonna find a way to fix it, that way it can work. And I can be able to put out videos without me having to see my face all the time, whatever. But yeah, something wrong with it, so I gotta see what's going on with it. That way I could put out, because the last video that I put out, it was decent. It was pretty cool. Lasted for an hour. Was able to zoom in, zoom out. Every time I try to zoom into the video, the Mobizen collapsed. So I got to see what's going on with that. See what's wrong with it, and get that out the way so that I could be able to put out videos, whenever I want. So without further ado, we can continue. But yeah, don't trust in this place. The stupid election went down, and obviously Biden. I said Biden. Obviously, Donald Trump won. Everybody is pissed off, but like I told you, it didn't matter who won at the end of the day. Kamala Harris losing was obvious. If they didn't let, I do believe her name is Hillary Clinton, if they didn't let her, take over office, why would they let Kamala Harris take over office? And she ain't did nothing. She the reason for high inflation. She the reason why the borders are down, letting all the illegals come in and stuff. Hopefully they'll vote for her to increase her votes. Advising Joe Biden and the rest of these groups, to send more weapons to Ukraine and to Israel, so Israel continue to strike Hezbollah, and Ukraine can form some sort of resistance that failed against being absorbed back into Russian, the Russian body pretty much, and Taiwan as well. So with her, it really didn't matter who won, because the outcome would have been worse with both of them. But now obviously they wouldn't let no woman be in office, which was a huge laugh. All the women started crying and shit, and all the sodomites are scared, because the laws are gonna change. But and then the black woman Eve. Some of them wicked black women, I'm not talking about all y'all, but I'm talking about the ones that are wicked. Some of those wicked black women, Eve, they was voting for Camilla, so they can feel like they got more women's rights more freedom. You know, examples like increased alimony, more child support, or more money on the county. You know, whatever, because Camilla is a woman, they felt like they was going to be able to work through her to push their agenda. And it's not just Eve, it's, you know, the white people, it's Asians, all of them, you know, but mainly Eve really was pushing it. And now that she done lost, you start seeing these women, you know, flipping out and wigging out and all angry. The gays, Salakia, the sodomites are scared, you know, because of the laws that are changing, and what laws they was pushing, you know, allowing them to gain more advantage, even though at the end of the day, they, you know, people that run this place is sodomites, so it really don't matter, you know. But at the end of the day, Donald Trump won, you know. Again, like I said, it won't. He trying to get a full term, you know, 4 years, but he want to change the law to make him president permanently. You know, rumors is having is that he gonna be the last president. I believe that. I do believe that, you know, because I was watching that Civil War movie, and in the movie they killed Kamala Harris, and they killed Donald Trump for pushing him to that point, you know, to World War III, to Civil War, you know, the dollar crashing, and they thought that he was responsible. Come to find out, he just an ordinary guy. You know, he ain't nobody special. He just a man with a lot of money. You know, he a part of some sort of royalty or whatever, but he just an ordinary person that worked for bigger people. You know, they don't want their face to be shown, so they use these puppets, you know, to make people obey the will, to make people follow the agenda. So, you know, that right there, you know, I do believe, like, you know, this is the last run for any president. This is it. You know, it's rare that a president is running a second term, you know. So, you know, right there. But you know, overall, you know, a lot of the Israelites, they was voting for Donald Trump, and they had this one video to where it was these dudes that was walking around giving out "Make America Great Again" hats. They don't really know the gravity, or they probably forgot about the agenda that Donald Trump is about to dish out. And it's only for the benefit of the Edomites. It's not for the benefits of the blacks. It's not for the benefits of the Mexicans and the Indians, which are the true children of Israel right now. Before he even got into office, it's a lot of things that's happening with him, and they want the Israelites to. They are the Israelites. They which is the Hispanic part of us, you know, the Mexicans and shit, to go back to Mexican Israelites, to go back to Honduras. They want them to go back to Venezuela. They want them to go back to Mexico. They don't want them in the border. They want to close the border up, and they want to send ICE back out to deport all these guys, these quote unquote illegal immigrants, even though this is their land. It really is their land. We all know that, you know. But during times of slavery, they would cut the sectors up, and they would claim each pieces of land for their own, you know, driving out the indigenous people. So, you know, right there, that's kind of unfair, you know. But like it says, what it say? I think it's in Revelation. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil have come down on you having great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time. That right there, you know, that's important. So, you know, right now, a lot of changes are happening quickly, and he's not even in office yet, and it's not going to be for the Israelites' benefit. That's why the Lord is constantly demanding them to return, you know, come home, come back, stop trusting in Pharaoh, stop trusting in Egypt, you know, regardless of the fact of whatever, you know, Donald Trump want to do, or whatever the shadow government got planned. The dollar is still deteriorating, and BRICS is still being formed, you know, and Israel won't stop attacking Hezbollah. They won't stop attacking Hezbollah. They won't stop attacking Lebanon, and they won't stop attacking Iran. So, you know, pretty much it's like, when he in office, we wondering what he gonna do. Like, it's not gonna make America great again. It's gonna make it worse. So, That's what we're looking at right now. So I'm gonna go to Jeremiah. Give me one moment. Jeremiah chapter 3, because this is the truth about Israel. They wicked, and they believe in the shadow of Egypt. They believe in Pharaoh. And it says, chapter 3, it says, they say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? It says, shall not the land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith Yahweh. So that's why they believe that we African Americans, and we go under that nation, because we at a point in time we was enslaved by the Africans too. You know, Greece, Babylonians. You know, we used to take on them, their characteristics, their religion, their language. And that's what we presume ourselves as, when we are actually the true children of Israel, you know. And that was among the wicked of us, and the wicked 2/3. And those of us that wasn't strong enough to control them, this is exactly what happened, you know. So right now, today, you know, they keep calling us African American descent, and that's not true. We are the true children of Israel. I do believe that it was, you know, Israelites speaking Hebrew, and they were speaking African too, you know. So it wasn't hard to identify these guys and put them in slavery. It wasn't difficult, you know. So they stood out too much, you know, even though as much as they tried to blend in the stories, they stood out too much. So you knew exactly who they were. You knew exactly who they were. It was hard for them to blend in, you know, because they were a peculiar people. They were different, you know. But that's exactly what happened. We went under a number of nations. Like right now, when we call ourselves Americans, you know, the wicked Israelites call themselves Americans, and they actually believe that they on one level playing field, the same playing field as, you know, the white man. And that's not true. You know, we actually above his playing field. But, you know, they don't know that, you know. But why would you want to lower yourself to this man's playing field? He afraid, like Donald Trump said, they taking over America. They taking over America. The Honduras, which are the Israelites, the Venezuelans, and Mexico coming in throughout the border. So now we know the secret about us being the Israelites. You know, we know the secret about that. They are terrified, and they are greatly threatened by the amount of us, because it's so many of us that we overpopulate, and we outnumber them. You know. So they want to be able to shut it all down again. And not only that, he passed a law for them to be deported. He passed the law for some of us to try and be deported and come up missing too. Are he giving more rights to police officers to shoot down? They the judge, jury, and executioner. You know, so you know, if a wicked Israelite tripping, or somebody don't want to listen to their laws and what they gotta say, whether it's to slow down or whether it's to get out your car, you refuse to get out your car, you refuse to slow down, they got guns that'll flip your car, man. They can shoot you right on sight and say that you just simply resisted, because they want to be able to enact these draconian laws, you know, a lot quicker, you know, a lot harder. So, and it's not to the benefit of the children of Israel. It's against them, man. You know, and like this, like people was noticing, you know, like this old lady was saying on this video that King Yahweh the Maccabees kept playing, and the old lady just kept saying, y'all don't know that y'all got the power. Y'all don't know that y'all got the power to either destroy America or to save it. You know, they don't know, the Israelites don't know that they don't know that they got that kind of power. You know, they don't know how special they are just because they don't listen to Yahweh. They don't listen to the Lord, you know, and they don't want to know the truth. They want to be able to keep playing this game with the white man in hopes that they would be able to live with them on an equal playing field. But the Lord constantly reminds us that we are different people and we'll never be the same and we'll never truly get along, you know. The people that are higher ups are very racist. They're racist to the core, and their desire is to get rid of us at this point, or put us back in slavery, either or. You know, mainly they want to get rid of us. They want to try and cut down the populace. You know, that's what the nukes are for, you know, but at the end of the day, they want to try and do it with a head start with these guns and, you know, the technology, the latest technology that they've been developing, you know, with the rights, you know, that they're allowing, the laws that they're giving out, you know, to oppress and punish Israel, you know, even though, like it says, we already have the victory, you know, but he's still gonna try. He's still gonna try, you know. It's the sea versus the earth. You know, and the sea can rage and roar all at once. At the end of the day, it can never harm the earth. It can never break us, you know. But you know, so to speak, you know, that's how Yahweh feel about his children. Yeah, it's a lot of them. Yeah, you're gonna kill a good number of them. Yeah, a good number of them gonna die when the war kick off. But you ain't gonna destroy them all. That's the whole fucking point. You're not gonna. That's impossible. That's impossible, bro. But you know, you could try. That's what he's gonna do, because his time is out. His time is very, very low. The truth is coming out at an extraordinary rate. That's an extraordinary rate. It's getting worse, man. They keep putting up videos and videos after videos and videos, trying to remind our brothers and sisters of who they are, man. Spreading the information about the Yahweh Shai, you know, the Black Messiah, the truth about the Bible. That shit is like fucking wildfire, man. It's shit blazing, you know. So it says, lift up thine eyes unto the high places and see where thou hast not lain with. It says, in the ways hast thou sat for them. It says, as Abraham in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. Right, when Abraham. No, that was Moses that was leading the people, but I think it was Abraham too with the, I don't remember much. I got to go back and read that, but, you know, I can use another example, like when Moses was leading our people out, and I do believe he made the covenant with the Lord on Mount Sinai, or let's just be 100, like when the Israelites built that calf to Samaria. You know, the calf of Samaria, or the calf of Yahweh, and it was a gold calf, the representation of money, and they set that over God because Moses was taking too long to get the rules and the commandments from Yahweh. So some wicked Israelites decided to build an idol or a calf, something that they used to worship in Egypt, and they was worshiping that again. So when Yahweh saw that, he had told Abraham to go down, and at that point, the Lord was so angry, the Lord was so upset. He started destroying them, you know. But that's exactly what they believe in. They like the money game, you know. They like the hustle game. They like, because this is some low level spirituality bullshit. It's not even spiritual. It's material. It's material. It's physical. They not spiritual. It's material and it's physical, man. All they care about is cars, money, clothes, family, you know, houses, businesses. They want to expand. They want to be able to rebuild these desolate neighborhoods. They want to be equal with the enemy, and that's, the Lord is always recorrecting us every time. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. The Lord say you gotta take what's yours, and at the end of the day, that's exactly what's going to happen, man. Through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because he on our side, he's going to give us that power to take back what belongs to us, you know. You got to take it, and this is exactly This is exactly what the Israelites are afraid of. And it's crazy, like the Lord say, are ye not gods? You know, and it's crazy because they are without number, and they still afraid of this small group of Edomites, this small group of white people. You realize how small that they are if they want them, because it's harder to control. They're easier to control when they cut off in segments and groups. It's harder to control when they all together. It's fucking perfect. It's fucking perfect, you know? So no wonder why they want them to go across back to the borders, and they want them to go back to where they belong. They don't want us united. They don't want us together, because if, you know, the white people start shooting the Mexicans and the Indians and the niggas, they're going to unite against them and run them through. So right now, they trying to still play lockdown, and they want to stay in control, you know, because this right here, what's happening and how they trying to deport these people is a perfect example of how afraid they are. That's real fear. But, you know, like the Lord won't allow us to do nothing unless we repent and we return. You know, and it's not working with the 2/3. They want to still get along with this person. They want to still be with these white people. They still want to agree with them, and it don't work like that, you know? That's the truth, man. That's the truth. They still want to be aligned with him, help him with the laws, and help him change America, and help him with all this bullshit, and they not even involved in it. They not even included in the table of elites, in the table of these secret societies. Ain't no black man at that round table, man. They don't understand that, you know? It says, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness. Yep. Therefore the showers have been withholden. There have been no latter rain, meaning no blessings, no information. You know, during our times of slavery, we don't even know why we here. You know, we don't know what we've done. We don't remember nothing, you know, nothing, no information, no blessings, no strength to break out of this yoke of iron, you know, none of that. The Lord didn't give us that information. Now, you know, for the past, like, what, 50 to 60 years, probably 70 to 80 years, I think 70, 80 years, the truth has been out. Now the truth is on a high level, all these blessings, all these promises, you know, the power is shifting back to us. And who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't agree with that? I agree with it. I want to be a part of it, but there's a lot of 2/3 that's, you get used to what you're in, you know? And the thing that you hate, sometimes you begin to like it. And this is they position, this is how they are. They like their slavery, they like their slave master, they like this life, they like this money game, they like benefits, they like the struggle. I don't like this. I want to get out of it. You know, that's how I feel about this shit. Like, I was so mad that Donald Trump is in office, because in my eyes, yeah, he gonna bring the chip and all that, but it's gonna take a little longer. I was actually wanting Kamala Harris, crazy fucking ass, to fucking be put in office. That way this shit could go in a blink of an eye. Nigga, we in World War III, boom, pushing the mark of the beast, boom. You know, all that shit is just popping off quick. They say it's gonna happen quicker with Donald Trump, but you know, the thing that, well, that is true. It could happen quicker with Donald Trump, but in my eyes, these Israelites, they want America to go on. They want it to continue forever, you know? And it just made me so angry when he got in the office. Like, in my eyes, I'm like, man, I just want this shit to be over, my nigga. Like, I'm tired, bro. Like I'm ready for the end to come. I'm ready for all this shit to crack off. You know, and at the same time, I need more time. You know, I gotta keep preparing. You know, I gotta get stronger. You know, it's a mixed emotions. You know, it's like, you know, ultimately I want it to be over with, but not yet. Like I said, you should hear wars and rumors of wars, the distress of nations, I do believe. But be thou not concerned, for such things must come to pass, for the end is not nigh. Not yet. We on our way, though. We on our way, you know. We getting closer. We got clues about that. So, you know, like you said, measure the times diligently. So we are getting closer and closer, you know, to the end, you know. But, you know, it's taking time, you know. You gotta wait. All this stupid shit, you know, all the stupid shit that's going on with these Israelites. You can see the stupidity in our people is just stupid, man. So when it's time for Yahweh to bring that mass judgment, and he bring it through the white man, he bring it through them, then you cannot feel sorry for them. You can't feel bad for them. You can't feel sorry for these people. They're going to get their just dues. They're going to get their just deserves, because at the end of the day, the truth is out there, bro. Your way out is right there, but you choose to stay in. You choose to stay in this trap, this destruction, this engagement, you know. Yahweh Shai done gave you the key to unlet yourself out. And you don't want, that's how fucking fucked up they are. Yahweh Shai came through. Yahweh Shem Shai sent his son, came through, gave you the key to get out the cage, and you don't want to leave. He gave you the key. There is nobody to stop you at this point. There is nobody, and it's dozens of them. It's dozens of y'all scared of a few guards, you know, spiritually. And you don't want to break out the prison, and he done gave you all the keys to get out. Like, that shit crazy, man. It's crazy. It says, therefore the showers have been withholden, and there have been no latter rain. It says, and thou hast a whore's forehead, thou refusest to be ashamed. That's right. They don't want to acknowledge their wickedness. They feel like they right. So, woo, you fly. Woo. They feel like they right. So like it says, oh, but Lord, we knowest thou. You know, they feel like they know Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They call him God and Jesus. They know the Bible. They go to church every day, you know. And this is some blind wickedness. It's disgusting, you know. And they ain't gonna understand why, when the wrath come down, why Yahweh Shem Yahushai is allowing the enemy to destroy them. Why is this wrath coming down on them? They're not gonna understand. It's actually, you actually gonna think that they innocent on how bad Yahweh Shem Yahushai gonna slaughter them. That's how bad it's gonna be, you know. But those of us that's in the know, we know that our people aren't innocent and that they deserve to be judged. You know, they deserve to be destroyed. Babies snatched up, wives destroyed, husbands shot up, you know, houses burnt down, you know, people jumping on them, different nations jumping on them, and they gonna sit there and really cry and weep and not act like they don't know what's going on. They're not gonna acknowledge it, you know. And it's crazy because, like they said, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is so merciful. Yahweh Shai is so beautiful in his intellect and his design. He's so generous. Even when the gates of repentance close, he's still going to let some of them wicked Israelites in at the last minute. You still going to have a chance to be saved. You still going to have a chance to repent. But you got to really mean it in your heart. You know, some of them going to know what's going on, and they going to hate Yahweh for it. Like I said, Yahweh Shai done came and gave you the keys to the jail, and you don't want to be free. It make you mad that he allowed you to be free. What kind of confusion is that? So like I said, when the dollar do crash, instead of them celebrating being happy because the dollar is keeping us in slavery, that's the only thing that's keeping us locked into slavery. You know, the dollar, man. And when Yahweh Shem Yahushai break them bonds, he break that yoke of iron off of us, and we free. We don't have to feel like we got to get up and go to work. We don't have to feel like we have to put in all these hours and be forever tormented. He already gave us, he already liberated us from slavery to a degree. But now he about to just get rid of slavery. He about to just put it to an end. It's just, you know, it's over with. And we seeing what we wanted to see all these years, what our ancestors wanted to see, the crash of this place to be burned down for the enemy to finally fall. You know, and the Israelites that don't believe, they're not gonna like that shit at all. They're not gonna like that. That's why he said right here. It says, and thou hast a whore's forehead. Thou refusest to be ashamed. Like a whore that feel like in her mind prostitution is okay. Prostitution is okay. She feel like the pimp, which is the white man. She feel like she doing the right thing by taking her blessings and taking her money and giving it to somebody else. And for a real man to come up to her and tell her, hey, being a hoe is wrong. What you doing is wrong. And this woman is beautiful beyond beyond, you know, this is how Israel is. Beautiful. Not a flaw on this woman. Beauty. Like she's the pinnacle of that. The pinnacle of beauty on the earth is Israel, you know? And she want to be a whore. She want to be pimped. You know, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai through his son Yahweh Shai is that man, you know, that's or we could just say Yahweh Shai, Is that man that's telling you what you're doing wrong, and it makes you mad. It makes you mad, you know? And you can't stand the truth, but it's true. You don't want to listen. Somebody and he willing to save you, he willing to put you in the royalty. You know, that's the state of mind is fucked up, you know? And like I said, in time, your suffering, you begin to enjoy it. You begin to get used to it. It do happen like that, you know? And, you know, in our instance, that's what we was used to. Knowing that we deserve better, knowing that we can have better, you know? But, hey, for them wicked 2/3, that's how they was acting. That's how we was all acting at the beginning point. But those of us that have knowledge and we understand and we know that we better, we trying to get out of here, man. We don't want to stay here. We don't want to make this shit last. Just by you voting proves that you have faith in this place. You know, I do not care about this shit. I do not care about this nation. I don't care about why, because every time I look back, I look at the ghettos. You know, I look at my people on the streets. I look at us going through poverty. You know, I'm at the lowest state. I'm in the dirtiest fucking ghettos, bro. Dirty, man. You think these people actually give a fuck about my people? They don't, bro. They don't. My people suffering. They fighting each other because shit is scarce. And it's been like that for years, bro. You don't think I get tired of this shit while this motherfucker sitting up here preaching, make America great again? There's plenty of fucking presidents that said that, and they only made they people richer. They only gave them people more rights. They didn't give us shit. Nigga, I grew up in the mud. I grew up in the trenches, man. And I'm still there, trying to find a way out, trying to get out of something that I can't escape. Until Yahweh Shem Yahushua came in my life and he freed me. Now I'm free in his spirit. Like I said, the next is going to come to where I'm free in a physical form. I ain't got to worry about this no more. Yahweh woke me up. He gave me the spiritual eyes that I needed to read this book. And he allowed me to remember his promise that he made to us. It ain't just me, it's everybody. All the Israelites, you know? And I put my hope in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I put my hope in the Lord, man. I know ain't no white man built the sky. Ain't no white man built the earth. Ain't no white man fucking went up there and fixed the sun to where the sun turned on like a light bulb. He didn't fix the moon. He didn't make all them other worlds that you see up there. Use your spiritual eyes and you'll be able to see the truth. You know, he didn't put the water in the sea. He didn't create the animals. No, Yahweh did that. The Lord say, take your time, go outside, look at everything around you. Look at that shit, man. And you'll see my existence. It's the truth. But, you know, the 2/3 don't want to listen. They so carnal-minded. They so materialistic. You know, like I said, instead of the Lord taking everything away from you to free you from this imprisonment, and it made you angry. Because that's what's going to happen when the dollar falls. The Lord going to take away all of that shit. He's going to take away everything. It was never yours anyway. It always belonged to these people. And that's going to make them, for some of us, we going to realize what's going on and we going to repent. And we going to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And for those of us that already knew, whatever he take away from us, we don't care. You know, as long as we free, that's all that matters. You know? So it says, will thou not from this time cry unto me, my Father, thou art the guide of my youth. That's right. He's been with us since the beginning. When Israel was young, way before Genesis. You know, when we was in heaven, you know, when Yahweh Shah was creating us. That was the beginning. We've been here for a long time, longer than what people realize. You know? So it says, will he reserve his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? It says, behold, thou hast spoken and done evil things as thou couldest. That's right. That's right. We done a lot of evil shit to deserve our punishments. You know, Yahweh got rules, and we got to follow him. We got to follow them. And if we don't, and we break the rules, we deal with the punishments. We deal with the judgments. We deal with the curses. All that shit that come along with it. Deuteronomy, the old covenant, says it, you know. The old covenant says it. We're in the new covenant right now till we covered in the blood. Yeah, for sure, without a doubt. But the old covenant does state that all them curses will come upon us if we don't obey the Lord. If we do obey the Lord, we get the world, we get all the lands, We get the servants, which are the nations. We get it all, you know. But if we don't, then we get overturned, and the nations rule over us. We don't have none of our royalty. The land is no longer ours. You know, all these curses are come upon us, just like that. So, you know, pretty much that's what happened. So, you know, for them not to, you know, want to return, for them not to listen, they can't be surprised when these times happen, because you didn't want to listen in the first place. So, you know, like the Lord say, I'm going to laugh when your calamity come. I'm going to laugh when your judgment come upon you. You know, and when you try to call upon me, which is Proverbs chapter 1, you know, I think Proverbs chapter 1, verse 4, or 1 through 6, or no, 1 through 10. And it says, when you call upon me, I will not listen. He ain't going to get this, boy. And that's going to be the rest of us. We're not going to save you. We're not going to want to help you, you know. We only want to get the ones that care, bro. We want to get the ones that know the word. And if we try to, we're going to understand why the Lord left you behind if we try to take you in and you do try to repent. You don't mean it at heart. You don't mean it in the spirit, you know, and you carry on the things and the characteristics that you was doing in this kingdom, and you bring it with you when we leave in this, you know. That's like trying to reform a drug addict, you know, cocaine addict, you know. They say that they reform. They say that they say they want to change. They say they want to do better, but in their mind and their heart, they're just not ready to do so. You know, they're just not ready for it. So in time, you realize this person is on the verge of relapsing. It's no point in trying to tell them they can do better. It's no point in trying to tell them that they need help or I can help you. They already made the choice to be the way they are, to relapse. So I'm gonna just go back to it. I can't stand not being without it. The addiction is too great. At that point, there's no point in talking to them. Just leave them behind. You know, as sad as it can even be your closest friend. It can be your family members. You just gotta leave them niggas behind, bro. You know, and Yahweh is beautiful like that because he don't want to leave not one of us behind. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You know, like it says, I'd rather you judge than sacrifice, bro. Judge than sacrifice. Judge the outcome. Sometimes you gotta judge that person. Judge their problems, what they're going through, and see if you can sacrifice. But like the Lord said, I'd rather you judge than sacrifice to avoid all of that. At least you give something that you're not prepared to give, or you give something and you regret it. Like, damn, bro, I done sacrificed for this person, I done helped this person. They still went back and did what they did. You know? Like, you got to be able to look at the outcome before you engage, before you help people. You know, that's all that simp shit go out the window. Facts. That's when you gotta choose the right way. Like, nah, I can't help you. You know, sometimes they can't be helped. You know, sometimes they can't. You know, it hurt you how about Shimmy outside, but you know, it is what it is. They gotta learn the hard way. You know, he only taking the ones that want to go. You know, you're how willing. You know. So it says. The Lord also said unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel has done? She has gone up on every high mountain and under every green tree, and there have played the harlot. What, from worshiping people to worshiping statues and shit, false gods. And that's exactly what they doing. This is why the wrath of the Lord is gonna come down so hard on Israel. Like he said, I'll start with the Ancient of Days. I'll start with the house of Israel, which is us, because we don't want to listen. We got the opportunity to leave, but we don't want to leave. We don't want to repent, for those of us that don't. And you got a lot of people like, oh, praise Donald Trump. Oh, praise this and that. And he back in office and keep the money flowing and keep it going. I'm going for Trump and blah, blah, blah. They still believe in politicians. They still believe in presidency, which is all a scam. This is all a fucking scam. If you read Albert Pike's Dogma, Freemasonry Dogma, you read some of them chapters, and he'll say it even in clear words. All that shit is a fucking scam. Big ass scam. Church is a scam. You know, the fuck, all the way from donating to children companies. That's a fucking scam. The little fucking box on a on a liquor store counter talking about donate to Embrace for the fucking cancerous children. That's a fucking that's a fucking scam, nigga. That's a fucking scam. Politicians, they only put that shit in their pockets for more money, you know. Presidencies are already determined. They just showing you a bunch of bullshit data on the news, like he won by this and he won by this. No, it was already determined, nigga. It was already determined, bro. So all that shit is a fucking scam, and people still believe it, bro. People still believe it. Like he said in his book. It said it's better to tell a person a lie than to tell them the truth. That's fucked up. That's how fucked up the world is. And the devil himself wrote this. This nigga is the fucking devil, bro. I do believe it was the Masonry dogma was created in 1978 or 1981. No, 1970 something. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was old, man. Old, man. During time when slavery was still there, racism was still there. Hated black people. He even hated some of his own, man. He even hated some of his own, all the way from fucking wicked ass kings, child molesters, people that's entering politicians just for the money. They could care less for the people. They was even worried about their own people fucking up the design, which actually happened. A lot of the white people, they broke up into divisions. You know, they went from one side to another. They went from segment to segment, different parties, different people that believe in different things. Like right now today, you got the whites that love niggas, and you got the whites that hate niggas. You know, that different segment right there is fucking it all up. You know, you got from them that believe in slavery to the ones that wanted slavery abolished. You know, different segments, different beliefs. You know, but at the end of the day, they still learn. They manage. You know, the elites managed and profited off of it because they, you know, the times of peace. You know, Jake is such a fucking simp and he's so fucking weak. You know, the times in peace is they made a lot of money off this shit. They made a lot of money off false equality. They made a lot of money off being thinking that the niggas are equal to them. They made a lot of money off this shit. You know, so at the end of the day, this is what they believe in. They believe. It says she has gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there have played the harlot. That's right, fucking whore, man. Oh, I love you, daddy. I love him so much. That's the white man. That's my baby. You know, he gonna be president. He gonna change the laws and make it better for me, and then he gonna make it better for everybody else, and I'm gonna benefit off all of that like a fucking hoe, bro. That fucking praises the street life. And she ain't nothing but a streetwalker. Her fucking job, a hoe's fucking job for a pimp, is to give him all the money, and she get a small share. She get a small share. You know, probably enough to put some clothes on her back, to keep her nice and clean. And this bitch probably just in a night she probably just hit for like $2,000 and only got $100 out of it. Look, to supply her drug, keep her strung out, you know, keep some clothes on her back, keep her looking pretty, and then send her back out in the streets for her to go prostitute and bring daddy the money. This nigga done took fucking $2,800 and only left her with $100. that is Israel. That is us. Those of us that's waking up and we seeing this type of dynamic, bro. Like, it's fucking retarded, bro. Like, why have any faith when you ain't got no benefits? You got crumbs, bro. You ain't got nothing but fucking crumbs from this white nigga, man. For real. I was listening to the slavery documentary with Frederick Douglass, and this nigga said while he was a fucking slave, bro. While he was a fucking slave. How you doing? While he was a fucking slave, this nigga had to fight a dog for crumbs on the table. Hey, this nigga had to fight a dog for the crumbs and the residue and the bones on the table, nigga. Like what the fuck? And this is real slavery stories before he got liberated, or before, you know, he became a free man, you know. And it was terrible, man. I was looking at this video. Like, I think it's called Black Journals. They got a lot of shit. Like, they bringing out a lot of shit. Like that story was in the other multitude of stories. Like it was this black dude. And no, wait. No, they was talking about food in general and how this is where it gets creepy. You know, for a lot of the black folks, they don't really understand that they created everything. Like these, like it says, for the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the creator, or he is the former of all things. They don't understand that they built the very foundations. They created most of the ideas that made America what it is today. That shit is, it's kind of creepy, bro. They all the way down from the fucking food to some of the technology that you see today. Like it's crazy, bro. Like they are divine. Like the level of genius is not earthly. It's not, and it's just sad the way they use, like how they took the food and whatever food was left over from the slave driver's table, they would use this food. And they would make recipes out of it, you know, from cornbread to greens to candy yams to gumbo, you know, jambalaya rice, all this stuff that we eat today, you know, that they cook today. And the wicked Israelites, they cook this shit, and it's a constant reminder of who they were. Like, you know, like they say, your family, your ancestors are in your genes, you know, chromosomes and your DNA. So when you understand that, what your ancestors, how you doing? What your ancestors have, memories are inside you. You carry on. You are your ancestors, like it said in the Bible. You know, you are your ancestors. So. It says, the Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel has done? She has gone up on every high mountain, which are those peoples in those countries and governments. It says, and under every green tree, and there have played the harlot. And I said, after she had done all these things, turn thou unto me, but she returned not. And her treacherous sister Judah saw it. So it's northern and southern kingdom, you know. And then spiritually it's the 1/3 and the 2/3, because we fucked up too, you know. It says, and I saw when all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away. It says, and given her a bill of divorce, yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. You know, because at the end of the day, Israel and Judah is they all Israel, you know, but it's different sides, northern and southern kingdom. Yes, it's two different sides. So, but they all the same. It says, I gave her a bill of divorce because the Lord is a husband to us and we are his wives, you know. And it's an order to all of that, you know. We are the wives of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, whether we man or we woman. It doesn't matter, you know. The Lord, Yahweh isn't human. He's not human. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the name Yahushai, the Lord ain't human. So he don't really see us the way we see him, you know. So, you know, like that, like, you know, the Donald Trump thing and how everybody was doing all the niggas was jumping backflips and shit, and how all the women was crying over Camilla's loss and shit, and how they just so obsessed with politics when it don't got nothing to do with them. That's a spiritual fornication. That's laying in bed with the enemy. That's cheating on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which when the wrath come down, the Lord is not gonna hold back, you know. So that's why it says the bill of divorce, because the Lord is a husband unto us, and we are his wives, you know. You know, and it's all of us, but you know, the order of it is mainly men, you know, but it's all of us at the end of the day. But you know, to the Lord, you know, he stepped to the men first, you know, he stepped to the men first because we came first. So when he speaking of to the wives of Israel, he actually talking about the men, you know, because in biology wise, you know, the woman came from us, and we carry the seeds within our, you know, genitals, you know. So the men is the original wife, you know. But you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushai in his genius, he had created the woman, and woman means servant. So husband means planter, and then woman means servant. So the woman was put there to serve us, and that way we procreate with them, you know, because, you know, even though if he wanted to, he could have made us procreate on our own, which would have been weird, you know. So the Lord, you know, being hard as he is, he a man, so he was like, nah, that's not right. We're gonna make him procreate with a woman, you know. And even though it was like in the story of Adam and Eve, it was people in the earth before Adam and Eve. There wasn't the first creations. No, they wasn't. It was people in the earth before it was, but you know, it's basically telling the foundation of how reproduction is made. But, you know, men ultimately, at the point in time, they were the woman, you know, and women get it wrong. They said that they are the creators, and without them, we wouldn't be able to create, when they dead wrong about that. You know, they dead wrong about that. The men are the creators, and without women, without men, women wouldn't be able to create. They just give the vessel. They give the vessel to, you know, the seed that we give them, which makes, you know, the body, and then we carry all the DNA, the semen, the spirit, not the spirit, but you know, the sperm part, you know, that give the life. But without us, they couldn't be able to do that, you know. So, you know, right now speaking of that, they dealing with that in other nations. Big divide going on. It's getting even worse. You know, Chinese men is no longer reproducing, having sex and land with Chinese women, because Chinese women are inspired by the ideology of America. You know, because right now the women think they just above men, and they think that they better than men, and they can do it without men. And they're getting a huge reality check with Kamala Harris losing. Y'all useless without us, you know. But you know, other nations, not just China, but other nations are dealing with that, with them marveling after the beast per se, you know. So everybody is inspired, and everybody is living off westernization, you know. And a lot of the women that's in America, that's in other nations, is doing what the women are doing in America. They think that they better than men. They want to abandon them. They want six-figure, six-pack, 6 feet tall man that don't exist. That's a part of the 1%ers, and that's a lot of 1% of men that's not getting married neither. You know, the richest of them that are, you know, living life as a rich man or a bachelor, you know, they not getting married neither. You know, they longer putting in the money that's supposed to go into these nations. So these nations are going broke. They rotting from the inside. Majority of them are, you know, based off them being inspired by the ideology of America, you know. And mainly right now the focus is China, even though it's happening in other places. It's harming their birth rate. They got more old people than they do young people, you know. And China is the right now, as China is one of the biggest cities. Well, China is second. You know, I do believe China is second when it comes to the world's population, even though it's not true. You know, because the Israelites, we outnumber everybody, but they populace is fucking huge, you know. But they dealing with a low birth rate too. You know, they're having a lot of problems with that because they won't come together, and the Chinese woman think that she above the Chinese men, you know. So it's causing a divide. And it's been like that for a couple of years, but it's getting worse. Japan, same way, man, same way. Probably in Russia too, most likely in Russia too, the same way. They all dealing with the same shit, you know. And a lot of them is being drawn to Israel, you know. A lot of them is being drawn to Israel. Why? Because we got the biggest population on the planet. We outnumber our enemy. This is why Yahweh is so angry, because we outnumber our enemy, man. 1,000 to 1, 1,000,000 to 1. We outnumber him, and a lot of them see that our sex drive, you know, for Jacob, a lot of them see our sex drive, our attraction, our beauty, you know, is exceptional. So it's a lot of women from different nations that seek us out to get married, to have kids, you know, to have a better life, you know. But they no longer inbreeding with their country, which is causing them to have low birth rates, and for old people to increase more than the young people is fucking up their empire. So this is why the Satan is trying to take a crack at us, and even in America, they dealing with that problem too. It's not affecting us blacks. It's not affecting Mexicans.